This is a true story about all the lies you fantasize about you and I. This is a true story about all the games I know you play. No, this is not what I need. Give me love, love, give me love. Not what I want. Give me love, love. Ain't gonna happen to me. Give me love, love, give me love, 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 give me love, give me love, 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 love. I'll play the villain if you need me to. I know how this goes, yeah. I'll be the one you pay to see, play the scene, while the cameras please. Turning like a die, wasting all the time, sneaking like a creep in the night.
Happy Sunday, everyone. So, I have been sick for the past 5 days. I'm just starting to feel better. I'm still a little stuffy, my voice is off, and I've been coughing like a mad person. But I'm finally starting to feel a lot better. I figured I start off with a new week after being sick. I have not gone to the gym in the last 5 days. I had the chills, then I was hot, and then I was cold again, and my joints, all of my entire body was aching so bad. It felt horrible. But finally, I am getting to feel a lot better. I had to clean this house because this house is a mess. But now that I'm finally feeling better, I did receive a package from First Form. I did a video on that unboxing, and I'll put that somewhere on here for you. Watch that video. Since I'm not feeling like in a mood to have very heavy food right now, I am going to make my clear protein. My favorite flavor of all time is the watermelon. So I'm gonna open it up and do a quick little clear protein, and I'm just gonna be sipping on that for a little bit while I work on the computer. Then maybe I'll cook up some dinner. I don't know what I'm cooking yet. I did take out a ground turkey, so I may cook that for dinner. But I'm cleaning up a little bit. Yeah, so let's go ahead and open it up. So here's a clear protein. This one tastes so good. 90 calories per serving, and 0 fat, 0 carbs, and 22 grams of protein. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that in my cup. I already have some ice in here with water. Ow! I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I am going to try to go to the gym tomorrow morning. I don't know how it's gonna go. I am still sucking on a whole bunch of cough drops because my throat still bothers me a little bit. And I do have a coughing fits every now and then. But I am gonna take some cough drops with me tomorrow. Mondays usually is my leg day, but I'm gonna feel myself out once I get there tomorrow. If I don't feel like I can go through an entire workout, then I am just gonna do some cardio and core instead. And then I'll start, my leg day on Tuesday, but that depends on see how I'm feeling. But anyways, the purpose of the video today pretty much is just going to run you through my workout. It's been 2 months since my last program, and I've been pretty much consistent with a lot of the same exercises. So I'm still trying to progressive overload on those exercises. However, I'm just gonna change up the order, concentrate on hitting some of the exercises that I wasn't able to fit in my hour of workout on the last programming. That's pretty much it. What I want to do for this video is run you through my workout, a little bit more of tips and cues on those exercises, just run you through my thought process behind the programming for this time around. Right now I'm going to sit over on the couch, watch a little bit of TV, and work on the computer for a little bit and drink my protein drink. It is raining, so we're running back home. We're hustling, huh, Bonbon? That was like the fastest walk we've ever done. It was about a little bit 16 minutes because it is cloudy out there right now and looks like it's gonna come down pouring. So anyways, we are going to heat up lunch. I'm hungry. Just a little bit of TV while I eat my lunch, and then I have to get back on the computer. So See you in a bit. Okay, we're gonna adjust the chair. You don't want to be completely up straight, like upright like this, but you want to have a little bit of a lean back. And then we're gonna adjust this to the smallest settings because I'm short. And then we're gonna do a drop set. So starting off with our heaviest, which is 70 pounds right now, we're gonna do 8 reps, 8. Then we're gonna drop it one plate. It's gonna be 55 pounds. We're gonna do 6 reps this time. Drop again, one more. This time it's gonna be 40 pounds. We're gonna do 4 reps this time, and that's gonna be 1 set. This is our warm-up set. So our working set, my heaviest is gonna be 85 pounds and then move down from there. But since this one is our warm-up set, we started at 70 and worked our way down. So let's do 4 reps. 1, 2, 3, and 4. That wasn't too bad, especially coming off being sick. That wasn't too bad. Okay, we're gonna rest for about a minute and a half. All right, we're gonna start our actual working sets. We're gonna start the first 8 reps with 85 pounds. 3, 4, 5, 6. Slow on the way down. 7, 8. Up set, 70 pounds. This one's gonna be 6. 1, 2. Control it on the way down. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, our legs are burning, but we got one more drop set. This is only going to be 4 reps, so we got this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whew. Ow, that hurt. Whew. Okay. Moving on to our next exercise is going to be a Bulgarian split squat, but technically, since it is with a lower bench or a lower platform, called more of a split squat. And we want to lean forward if we want to have a little bit more emphasis on the glutes. Make sure you stay kind of like on a diagonal. So when you go down, push straight up into that diagonal, keeping the line straight. And making sure, of course, that we always hit that second leg as well, keeping that diagonal line to feel that whole stretch in the glute. And notice that I'm not going all the way down to the ground on one side, is because I don't know what the heck I did last week that I kind of strained my hip flexor, so I'm having a hard time going all the way down. Calf raises. The key to these is to make sure that you're doing your heels at the full stretch. It's going to get your calves fired up, and it's the only way to do calf raises. No halvesies. You want to make sure that you do the full extension. Okay, once you have the weight on your shoulders, or nice and slow and controlled, you may have to readjust every now and then because your foot will slide down. All right, we have one more set. We did one warm-up set at a lower weight, and then we bumped up the weight to 80 pounds. Three working sets of 10 to 12 reps. All right, I just got back from the gym. I took a shower. It's hair washing day, so don't mind the towel on my head. I'm gonna do breakfast now before I have to jump into a couple of meetings. But I bought a Starbucks, like a venti iced coffee with no ice, so I can spread that out in between 3 days. But I'm not feeling iced coffee today. I'm still not feeling 100%, so I just feel like having something warm. So I'm gonna make some coffee, I'm gonna do breakfast, and then I have to do some work today. But workout went pretty decent, more decent than I thought it was gonna go. I pushed through. I got a little bit of a sweat on, and I can still kind of feel my quads shaking a little bit. Majority of the exercises today were obviously lower body, but focused more on quads and glutes, and I felt them. I'm going up and down the stairs here. They are feeling a little shaky. We'll see how the rest of the day goes, and we'll see how I feel tomorrow. If you know that my Mondays are leg days, and so therefore Tuesdays is going to be back and biceps. Starting off with doing 4 sets in total, always being the first set as a warm-up with a lighter weight, and then bumping up the weight
every set. I was doing 20 pounds for bicep curls, and then I did have a 15-pound around just so I could go ahead and finish out the reps with a lighter weight and not complete all the sets or the reps. Pull-ups used to be my nemesis. I never could get one single pull-up up, but now they've actually become my favorite. Pull-ups is on the menu for today. One cue I would say about pull-ups is a concentrate on bringing those elbows down and back towards the hip. That have always worked for me, and obviously you could always use a band if you're not quite ready to do body weight pull-ups. Next exercise is going to be a machine row. Cue for this one is when you're bringing in the weight towards your chest, you want to squeeze the shoulder blades together and almost stick the chest out. I don't fully extend all the way forward because I want to continue keeping the tension in the back. Works for me, but you decide what feels best for you. The lat pull down kind of mimics the same movement as doing a pull-up. However, with this one, it is more controlled. You determine the weight of what you can do, and you can gradually add the weight and continue to get stronger. So a good tip here is to bring the elbows towards your hips as if you were going to tuck them into your pockets.
We're gonna first start off with a warm-up set. With very light weight. We're gonna keep on adding weight each set. We're gonna do 4 working sets of 8 to 12 repetitions. So the key here is to put the bar right on the midi part of the traps and not on the actual spine. You want to squeeze the back and squeeze the traps up, and the bar is going to sit right there on that midi part. If you put it on the spine, it's going to hurt the next day and you're going to be sore and have a bruise on there. The 25-pound plate on our feet, so elevate our heels to be able to do this exercise more of quad dominant. What we're going to do is go ahead and tuck in the hips, squeeze the abs, and squat down and push up. If your knees go forward, that's okay, because we're elevating the heels, so the knees should go forward, and that's going to be attacking the quads a little bit more. That is what we want. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, we're gonna go ahead and rest 1 minute and 30 seconds in between each set to recoup and be able to push a little bit more weight on the next set. All right. Whew, I'm out of breath. We're gonna add 25 pounds for our first working set, 35 pounds for our second working set, and our third, and then our fourth working set is gonna be 45 pounds on each side. We got this. Let's do it.
For our last exercise of this Wednesday routine is going to be cable straight leg kickbacks. I have not been doing these for a while. I've been doing the more of the trying to hit that glute medius, but I have been lacking doing them straight back. So in this workout program, we are going to be incorporating kicking straight back. I'm going to be doing 4 sets of 10 to 12 reps. So making sure that I put the weight heavy enough to get those 10 to 12 repetitions, or have a little bit of difficulty pushing back the last 1 or 2 reps of the set. I always feel like one side of my body is stronger than the other one. I try to stay with the same weight, being consistent on both sides to make sure that I'm targeting them equally when I am doing unilateral exercises. Key to a cable kickback is kicking straight back. Have a slight lean forward if it feels like that helps you with the rep, but I like to hold on and lean forward just slightly. Bring that leg straight back until I feel that tension in the glute at the top. Try to keep the abs contracted the entire time, and making sure that we do not overextend the back. We bring that leg too high where we're actually bending at the waist. We don't want to do that. We want to keep it straight where we're just hitting that glute at the top of the motion and not bringing in the back into it. And since I am incorporating barbell RDLs one of my days for lower body, I actually went with a 1 leg RDL or a B-stance RDL for this one. And we want to make sure that we're still pushing our hips as far back as we can, sliding that weight down. I am doing a slight twist towards the inside of that leg to make sure that I'm hitting a little bit more of that gluteus medius right at the top of the glutes and get that full stretch of the leg.
Well, thank you guys so much for watching. That pretty much concludes the video for this week. I didn't do what I do. I did Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I only did 3 days of this week's workout because it was getting to be a little too long for the video. But let me know down in the comments if you want to see the rest of my workouts for the week. I will definitely put those in the next video. It was already at 15 minutes, so I decided to only do Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday's workout. But right now, I'm hanging out with this one. Say hi, babies. Say hi. Say hello. Say hello. Anyways, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. Hit that notification bell so you always get notified of my videos. But other than that, I hope that you've enjoyed this week's video. I thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.